I did another video, or a couple of videos, showing how I made my 2015 planner, and since then I have added a few things to it that I want to show you. Not really made changes, but I've started using it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I'm on this kick right now. This kick for using junk journals, which I do consider this kind of a junk journal planner. Using junk journals as well as making them. And I just see so many really great videos and blog posts about making junk journals, but you don't see quite so many when it comes to using them. And this is the main reason why I don't do things like mini albums, which I think are just adorable. And I like watching videos for people who make mini albums. But if you think about how many times you've seen those mini albums in use, it's very few. When I make something, it doesn't have to have a use or be used. It's just kind of a bonus if it is. So I guess I'm in that bonus mindset now of using junk journals as well as making them. And I'm really seeking out videos of journals that people are using daily to see what they're doing and how they're using them. And that's my goal, is to do that as well. So I've started using my 2015 planner journal thing, and I pulled some things out of last year's and added it here, and I'm not real thrilled with the way I did either one. I'll show you, I've done two. So I'm still kind of tweaking that. In the back here, this is my list of passwords and things like that, which I do need to kind of keep with me and keep on hand, so I've tucked them in there. And this is my Prismacolor pencil chart. And you know, anytime I'm out and happen to run into a good deal on Prismacolor pencils, open stock, you know, like 99 cents, I usually grab several. I grab the ones that I use most frequently, and I like to have this with me so that I can look and see the ones that I'm missing. And there are not very many. I have a lot of Prismacolor pencils, but I have this with me so I can look at that. And what I did, it makes me happy. Every time I do that, it makes me happy. What I did with this one is just put a string in the middle and tied it to this, that's the accordion string that goes through there. Yeah, I just tied it to the back because it was at the back, it's at the end, it doesn't have to slide, so, you know, that's perfectly fine. But the one I did at the front, this one has things like directions. If I go someplace that I don't go frequently, but I just need to remember how to get there, if I go, like, you know, a couple times a year, I have to write down the directions or I'll forget. So I write them down and I put them in here. And some of these are people's houses, so I won't show that. But directions, prescriptions, if something happened to me and I had to go to the emergency room and then they asked my husband, what prescriptions does she take? He would have no clue. Absolutely no clue. And I take a lot. So I keep them written down in here. Events, things to do and see, these are things that are not date specific. They're stuff that I want to do or see at some point, but it doesn't have to be on a particular date, like maybe a specific museum that I haven't been to. I'll put that in here, and I'll show you, like right here, this is the George Ranch Historical Park, which is down here kind of near us. I haven't been there yet. I want to see that at some point. So I stuck this in here to kind of remind me to go see that. It wouldn't make sense to put it on my calendar. I don't want to schedule it for a particular day because it doesn't matter. You know, I don't schedule every single minute of my life. I like to be spontaneous sometimes, and you know, I like the ability to change my plans. So yeah, this is just a whenever I can go to see that. Same thing with the, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but this is a Hindu temple down here in Stafford, which is not far from me, that is The architecture is absolutely incredible. The carving, the thing is made out of limestone, and I think inside it's marble, and it's just beautiful. And they do allow visitors to come and see, but right now they're doing some construction, so we can't go, but I don't want to forget about it. So I put the little picture here so that I won't forget to check that out when we can. And then I have extra pages to add all kinds of stuff. So, you know, that's my little junk journal. I put my directions in there, and then my little events that I don't want to forget about, and lists and things I need to keep up with. And the way I attached it, it had to be able to move, because in the front of the book, it's on the string here, but see, when I pull the string, it needs to be able to slide freely. And jump rings are not what I wanted to use. I don't trust them, especially these, because they're kind of flimsy, and I'm afraid they're going to pull open. And I had a couple of ideas for some hardware pieces to use, but I just didn't have those on hand. So I'm gonna do some more thinking about better ways to attach different inserts or tip-ins to this, because I might want to do it between months. You know, I could put any kind of different little a small little signature in there for some particular reason. I'm not really forming good sentences today, am I? Oh, okay, let's just move on. You get the gist of it, right? You can do tip-ins in this journal. I think that's what I'm trying to say. All right. Okay, I've gone through and kind of, you know, started adding in birthdays and events and things into each monthly calendar, and also things that I want to do that are date specific for that month. I kind of stick here. Like this is the Bruce Monroe's Field of Lights is at Discovery Green. We can go see it any time, but it ends February 8th. So I put it with the January calendar so that we would remember to go see this sometime in January before it ends. And I've done that with a couple different, okay, Antique Weekend. This is the Round Top, the big antique show here in Texas, and it's not far from where I live. So I put this reminder, and I wrote down when it is, and put the schedule here so that I can go sometime in March, or I did it again. They have it in, is it October? No, September. If I don't make March, I can go in September. Of course, I've been trying to do this since we moved here, and I still haven't gotten around to it. But one day, I'm going to, and now I will be less likely to forget because I put the little reminder in there. And other events, I don't know if I'll put any more. The Houston Bead Market in Stafford happens in June, and I wrote it down on the calendar, but then also put this to remind me because I really, really do want to go. So that's kind of what I'm using that little flap for on the calendar pages. And like I said, I'm really liking it. Going through and filling stuff in so far has been, it's worked well. And I don't mark a lot of things. I know a lot of people, you know, they schedule in all of their TV shows and when they go to the bathroom and all that. Yeah, I don't do that. Just holidays and birthdays and payday. And this little blue dot, which I have, is for the full moon every month. There's a very good reason why I keep that, and it's because weird things happen on full moons. I think people kind of go half crazy, so it just helps me to know when there's a full moon. So, you know, if Jason comes home and for some reason I just have this unreasonable urge to smother him with a pillow, I can check my calendar and see that it's a full moon, and then I will know that I'm not going crazy. It's just that dang full moon has got me messed up. So that's what that's all about. But that's my planner, and we're getting along really well so far, which is funny to say since 2015 hasn't started yet. But I have started preparing to use it, and I think I'm really going to like it. So I will keep you updated if I do anything else fun in here, and yeah, but that's all I have for now. So the end.